My husband, Julian, didn't know I'd decided to transfer 15% of the company shares to him, a gift for our 10th anniversary, until the day of my son's health checkup. The doctor smiled as he handed me the results. My husband and I, both type O. Our son? Type A. I looked at the boy sitting beside me, a miniature version of Julian. I didn't make a sound. I simply, calmly, did two things. First, I pulled a strand of hair from my son's head when he wasn't looking. Second, I tore up the share transfer agreement I'd prepared. I watched my son walk through the school gates before turning the car around. The DNA testing center was across town.
I need express results. How fast can you do it?
The technician glanced up from her paperwork.
Standard processing is 5 business days. Rush is today by 4 p.m. Triple the cost.
Rush it.
My hands trembled slightly as I handed over the sample. After they swabbed my cheek cells, I sat in the waiting area, staring at the clock on the wall. Every second felt like an hour. I pulled out my phone and made another call.
I need you to investigate my husband, Julian Robinson. I want to know everywhere he's been, especially in the last few months.
The private detective's voice was professional, detached.
Understood.
At 3:40 p.m., my phone buzzed. I opened the electronic report, skipped straight to the end. DNA analysis indicates a 0.0001% probability of biological relationship between Vivian Hart and Alex Robinson. Based on genetic marker analysis, evidence does not support Vivian Hart as the biological mother of Alex Robinson. Even though I'd prepared myself, seeing those words made my vision blur for a moment. I leaned against the wall and slid down to the floor. Not my child. I'd raised a child who wasn't mine for 9 years. So where was my child? I drove straight to St. Mary's Private Hospital, the same place where I'd given birth 9 years ago. Dr. Susie was still there. She'd been promoted to department head.
Dr. Susie, I need to access my delivery records and hospitalization files from 9 years ago.
Her smile froze for a moment.
That was so long ago. The files might already be archived.
It took some effort, but eventually someone from the records room brought over a folder. I flipped it open. The documentation was shockingly sparse. Only basic informations. Admission time, discharge time, delivery method, newborn weight, no detailed labor notes, no nurse handoff records, no pediatric examination reports.
Is this everything?
She looked apologetic.
That's all we have in the system. Paper records are usually kept for 10 years. You're right at the edge of that window. What about the newborn footprints? The blood samples?
She shook her head.
Those should be in the newborn records, but we couldn't locate them.
It was obvious there was something wrong. An abnormally simple medical file. Missing newborn records. A child who wasn't mine, but looked exactly like my husband. The pieces were starting to form a picture I didn't want to see. My phone rang. It was Julian.
Where are you? I already picked up Alex.
I'd completely forgotten about school pickup time. At least I'd warned the teacher ahead of time.
I'm out running business. I'll be home soon.
I hung up. After dinner, I claimed a headache and retreated to the bedroom early. Through the closed door, I could hear Julian helping Alex with homework in the living room. Their voices drifting through the house.
Dad, is Mom upset?
Mom's just tired. Finish your homework and get to bed early.
I waited until they were both asleep. Then I started searching. The master bedroom, the living room, Alex's room. I went through everything, looking for... I didn't even know what. I found nothing. Finally, I turned to the computer in the study. The truth had to be in there. Footsteps in the hallway. I quickly closed out of the files I'd been opening. When Julian pushed the door open, I was straightening papers on the desk. He glanced at the computer screen. It had returned to the desktop. A photo of the 3 of us at the beach from 3 years ago.
Still up?
Just organizing some old documents.
I reached over and turned off the monitor. He stood there for a moment like he wanted to say something. In the end, he just nodded.
Get some rest.
I sat in the darkness, listening to his footsteps fade down the hall. That night, I didn't touch the computer again. I lay in bed, thoughts racing, unable to find sleep.